Hey everyone, welcome back and happy, Monday. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you caught us for our nice, fun, hot, messy topics with Jason and I. Today is our 11-year anniversary. So last year, it's a little bit different this year, I'm not gonna lie. Last year, Jason got us this amazing catamaran. We chartered it. It was so much fun. And this year, we have different businesses and things that we're launching. So it's not going to be exactly the same, but we're going to make sure that our birthdays, Jason's is on June 23rd and mine is on July 6th. That's going to be where we have the fun. Right now, a bitch has to work. Okay. But if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Definitely don't forget to hit that notification bell. And don't forget, tonight, we have the new episode of Below Deck. Jason and Gelsey are coming back for Anchor Watch tomorrow, and we are launching our new, this part is actually fucking sick. We are launching our new chat, which is a live watch party chat, sort of like old school AOL chat room, where you can go on, there's a window of while people are watching the show, you can go on, you can be a part of the chat, and it's going to be so good. So yes, and all you have to do is go make a profile. The profile is free. Shows you everything right there. Smash the like button. Let's go. All right, guys. So before we get into all of this, I did also want to add in, you guys are always asking me about my skincare. It's not a secret. So if you guys are new to the Up and Adams family, the Adams family community, it's my Blue Mean Face Pro 2.0. So with the press of a button, and you can change the settings, but it sounds like a vibrator, but it uses these little microcurrents to lift, illuminate, rejuvenate your skin, and take the inflammation out. The best part is normally it's $300, but if you click on the link, you get $200 off. And if you don't absolutely love it and it doesn't reduce your double chin, guess what? Then you are scot-free. But let's get into the Kyle Richards of it all, shall we? Apparently, Kyle Richards is very publicly frustrated with her ex-husband Mauricio's PDA-filled dating life, saying that it's pathetic and saying that, well, I guess she wishes that he would grow up. They said, this is interesting. This is what an insider told Life and Style. Kyle sees Mauricio's flings as a bit of a running joke at this point. She's honestly not even surprised anymore when he's spotted making out with someone new. And if anything, she'd be shocked if he wasn't out there with some flavor of the week. But Kyle thinks it's pathetic. And I think that what they're trying to say is that she doesn't like that their three daughters, Alexia, Sophia, and Portia, have to witness Mauricio doing these things. What the insider stated was Kyle hates that the girls have to open up on, like social media and see their dad acting like he's in his 20s again. But she's not going to engage in the drama with him anymore. She's just rolling her eyes and keeping her distance. She doesn't want to argue or even talk about it with him at all. She's just thankful that he's not her responsibility anymore. And she's focused on her own life, her own peace, and letting him make his own mistakes without her getting dragged into the mess. But I'm sure we'll hear a little bit about this because they've already started filming The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So I know that we'll see it, but it was just months ago at the reunion where Kyle admitted that the steady stream of photos of like Mauricio and his latest flames, it has an impact on her family, especially the one of him kissing Nikita Khan, who he was dating at the time, in Mykonos. And she was like, I want to be in a relationship. And he was like, absolutely not. I just got out of a 27-year relationship. I'm not doing that. But she said he apologized and he felt horrible. And, he got a tongue lashing from the four other Kyles, which would be her daughters. And, she's like, I don't feel angry. But when I see photos, it's very jarring because to me, in my mind, my husband of all of these years, how weird is it to see him with another woman? I can see that. I don't think that she's saying anything that's not on par with what this situation would be. But yeah. All right. Moving on. Now, I don't know if you guys remember Annemarie Wiley. She's not that memorable. She came in not she just didn't she didn't make like that huge of an impact, but it was season 13, I guess. That was her first and her last season, and she is married to an NFL player, Marcellus Wiley. Uh, Obviously, you guys know that her husband is very, very vocal, and she lashed out calling the network woke and saying that Beverly Hills is very satanic, and that's why she now votes Republican. She said, I wasn't looking to be famous. I said yes to Beverly Hills because I thought I could share something different, something positive. I had no idea I was what I was walking into. And I'm just a very open and honest and authentic person. And I shared my real thoughts. I didn't even realize I was setting myself up for a full character assassination. But girl, you did that to yourself. Now, according to her, she was blindsided by a lot of the backlash that she received over what she said was her truth. And she said, I had no idea that Bravo and NBC were so woke. It just wasn't on my radar. But going into the show, she was labeled as problematic. And for her, she said, I was happy to showcase my nuclear, happy Black family. But that wasn't their agenda. And none of it made it to air. She said it's produced, non-scripted, but definitely planned. The producers have an agenda. I learned the hard way. They're not your friends. I thought it was a sisterhood. I thought it was about women who genuinely wanted to support each other, but that's not what it is. It's toxic, it's calculated, and at times it feels satanic. Oh God. Oh God. Now, she also said suddenly I was transphobic, a bigot. Just so honestly, like looking at it, where she's pretty much saying that she's being accused of being a bigot, you're like, okay, well, that's a lot, right? Well, obviously, it does not stop there. So from that point, she did say it's produced. She said that it's not scripted, and she said no one is saying that trans people cannot compete. We're saying compete with your biological sex. That's how sports work. That's how fairness works. And I was like, all right, well, mind you, there are a lot of people who do not agree with this, and there's a lot of people who do. And that's a stance, right? But it's also not a very Bravo stance, clearly. But Annemarie insisted that she and her husband were not transphobic during filming on Beverly Hills, and that she faced harassment from her co-stars, and that she also described a powerful exchange that could have sparked real conversation that was cut. So Annemarie also said that the network retaliated against her through editing and making her somebody who was unlikable. But on top of those controversial topics, especially like pedophilia and other things, she did say she spoke out against Balenciaga's 2021 campaign, which included disturbing images of children, and she reshared comments and conservative commentators, Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. She said, suddenly I'm a MAGA supporter, a Trump fanatic, just for being outraged about the exploitation of children. They kept saying, oh, you're best friends with Candace Owens. I've never met her. I told them I'm speaking out against this. Right? But according to Annemarie, even her castmates agreed with her, but she didn't think that they would ever speak up. She said they're afraid to lose their jobs. So as a lifelong liberal who voted for President Joe Biden, she claimed she didn't even know that this was a political issue. She just got dragged into it. She said, I was crying on the couch when, everything happened with George Floyd. I believed everything. I was emotional. Now, meanwhile, her husband was skeptical, especially when it came to the BLM movement. She said he was the first to expose the BLM's mission statement, literally said that they wanted to dismantle the nuclear family. Eventually, I had to look at both parties and ask, what do they actually stand for? And when I looked at my values, truth, family, common sense, safety, it was obvious. I guess that makes me conservative now. Wow. I think at the end of the day, honestly, I just want to hear what you guys think. Truly. I want to hear what you guys think. Guys, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And yeah, let's go. Oif.